What's going on, Assassins? It's Darkshot of the YouTube Assassin, and this is the final stage. This is going to be the Eden Ring station. We're actually going to open up whatever is below the first area that you find across from your settlement. Now, a couple of things. You need all 5 artifacts in order to open this up. So check my videos. I'll show you exactly where these artifacts are in each one. And once you get them, you'll be able to come in here with no problems. This is really bright for some reason. First time I did this, it was not this bright. Huh. Well, anyway, like I said, you're going to need all 5 artifacts, one from each of the 5 other tombs. And what you're going to need to do is come in here with it. You'll get that cutscene. If you don't get that cutscene, it'll tell you, or Eivor will tell you, that you need to go elsewhere in order to find the artifacts. So make sure you do that. Anyway, we're going to come over here. I remember saying that I did not see a keyhole for any of this. This was the keyhole. This is where you were supposed to go. The stone pillar rises. You place the artifact in it. And now we'll see the door open.
Magic at work here. I feel compelled to explore further.
So at this point, you're going to make your way down. You are not going to do a leap of faith because you will just leap into nothing. You will kill yourself. Don't do it. Just do what you can to get down here. That's all you have to do. Once you're down there, then everything else comes into motion. Everything else that you're going to need happens, and we'll take a look at it. Once you get like closer to the bottom, you can actually jump without any sort of issues. So keep that in mind as well. Here we go. See? Survival. And now we're going to examine this, and you get another cutscene.
I don't understand you. Are you a god? Like Mimir from the old legends?
Smoonstra. Re-establishing communication. I apologize for the confusion, Unlocker. I now perceive you are human, but not any human I have met before.
So, you aren't a god? A spirit, then?
Not in the sense that you mean. I am a cognitive operating system charged with the management of this defensive node. I borrow the appearance of Ra Saliz, the author of the Rings of Eden initiative.
Are you the one who summoned me here? I feel this discovery is no accident.
In that you are correct. We approach a crisis point, and you are identified as the most suitable candidate to address it.
What is the nature of your crisis?
Not mine alone. The generators within this facility have begun producing energy, but currently lack an outlet for it. If this continues unchecked, the result will be a catastrophic discharge ending all life upon this island.
That much I well understood. What must I do?
The solution lies at the power core deep within the station. I will guide you to it.
So this actually starts it off. So now what you need to do is you're going to look for a switch in one of these corners. That's going to set off the whole start of like this whole thing. So here we go. We flip that switch. You'll see a small orb appear. You're going to take that orb and then you're going to put it in the nearby stand, which is right over there. Go and put it down. Now, as you can see, it causes light. There's going to be a lot of light puzzles here. You aim for the door that has one of those things. Every time you collect a new one, you're going to go to a different door and aim the lights so that that way it goes to, you know, the one that has 2 of them, one that has 3 of them, one that has 4 of them. So this is the, I guess, level 1. Just going to make sure we avoid these light beams. These things are going to do major damage to you. And I know that dude everybody thought was like Sean Hastings at first. I even thought it could be Sean Hastings. I was like, what is going on? But it wasn't. Now this, you're supposed to be able to move. I don't know why they made this so difficult to move. It's the strangest thing. You're supposed to move this and avoid, there we go, avoid the laser beam there. There we go. We'll wait for these to go away. We'll wait for that one to kind of pass by. And then we'll jump over. And now we have light puzzles. We have a left side and a right side. And sometimes it's easier to work backwards, but this puzzle is not so hard that you have to work backwards. You just got to keep in mind where the light is going and what are you doing with it. So here we go. You also want to make sure you've got plenty of arrows because you're going to be using your bow a lot. There we go. Now we'll shoot at this thing. We're going to turn it around. There we go. So now it's affecting that over there, which is kind of passing over. So we're going to hit this until it hits the other one there. This again, we're going to hit so that way it's facing the one that's empty. And then the one that we've got, this is the final one. We're going to aim it at one of the beams there. Then we're going to go down there and make sure that that beam is shooting one of those little sconces there. So there we go. So we got the one side. Now we have to do the other side in order to complete this. Again, you don't have to work backwards. We'll pull this out because that has to be able to shoot at something. So here we go. We got that. This is going this way. We're going to pull this one out. And some of these can't be moved, obviously. Some of these, could only be moved one way. They can't rotate. I hate when these things are like stuck. These things are such a pain to like maneuver. Okay, so here we go. There it is. So now that's hitting that. Now this, we're going to have hit the one that's down there. And then we're going to aim that for the other sconce. So here we go. And I'm sorry, everyone, this is going to be a long one because there is a lot of puzzles to solve in this one. So now that caused the bridge. We're going to go down and we're going to cross over. And now we have another light puzzle. This made me crazy when I first did it, when I did it live. Now, this is one of those puzzles that you can work backwards. So that is aimed at that. What we want to do now is aim this one at the one that's looking at the sconce. And then we're going to see which light beam can we effectively hit that one with. Also want to do this with this one so that it actually makes it a little easier for us to see what's going on. I'll move this one out of the way. This could be one of the easier ones. And now what I'll do is aim the light at that one that I just hit, and we could see what's going on here. It reflected off and it's hitting that zone there. So that's what we want. I know it looks weird. I know it looks like it might not be right, but trust me, when all is said and done, this is all going to make sense. So this one, we're going to move around. We're going to move this block out of the way because this is going to be a pain. We'll move it down here so it's way out of the way. We're going to have this one get a little bit closer. I'm going to move it. That way it's shooting directly there. And we're going to try this again. There's a lot of trial and error with these things. It looks like I'm not able to hit it. I probably have to move it like a little bit further that way so that I can get it. Yep, can't reach it from here. See, a lot of trial and error with this stuff. So now what I'm going to do is kind of move it over to the next slot and see if that works. There we go, still aimed at that. Let's aim here. There we go. Now we got 2 of the 4. Go to the next side. See if we can't work this magic again here. Alright, this obviously has to face that. And this obviously has to face the orb that's there. And I kind of want to get it close to here. There we go. So now I know it's definitely going to shoot in there. And this we're going to have to aim right there. Bam. There we go. So now we've got 3 of the 4. Absolutely fantastic. So now we just have to figure out the very last one. So how will this work? Well, this is going to have to aim that way. And then this is going to have to be right over there by where that one is. What we're going to have to do, though, is we're going to have to move this out of the way and get it going so that way we're able to move this around. Okay, it seems like we can't really... There we go. Let's try that. That way it's out of the way. And then we'll move this one over this way. We'll get this one completely out of our way. And then we'll just move this into position so that it is shooting directly at the 4th sconce there. And now we're going to take this beam and we're going to try to hit that. Nope, looks like we got another pillar in the way. It's not going to hit that there. We're going to have to move that other pillar. But this is what I mean. Sometimes it's much easier if you work backwards instead of actually just trying to figure out where exactly it is at square one. It gets, you know, like it gets kind of crazy. If you move everything out of the way, there's a good chance that, you know, you won't have any sort of problem, especially if you go backwards. So now we'll aim this at the one that can turn. There you go. So now we got all 4 of them. Boom. Solve the light puzzle. Trust me when I tell you this was such a pain. Now we're going to flip this switch. It took me like a while longer to figure it out initially. It really was just absolutely annoying. Okay, so now we're going to go across. We're going to go through that door. Get up these steps.
The feel of a dream.
And what we're going to do is we're going to hang a left. We're going to keep jumping up this left side here. Up and over. We're going to make sure we're seeing these jump across. Much easier than going and getting zapped by all those things. And now when we come out, we're going to make a hard right. And there we go. We're going to go across. We're going to drop this into the thing here. And now we have another light beam activated. So now we're looking for the door that has two of them, that has three. So here we go. We're going to hit this one with two. So we're going to hit that. Then we're going to go to the other, our original laser beam thing here. And we're going to point it at the other side of that door. Now we have access to the second door. You see the pattern? Next we're going to have to get access to the third door, etc., until we open them all up. So this one, a lot of lasers. This is still going to be a light puzzle.
May forget this place.
Not necessarily, though your perception and recollection may deviate from objective reality.
There we go. We get in here. This one is going to be a little annoying.
They may serve as
This is going to be like a lot of vertical and whatnot. So here we go. Now that we got that working, we're going to have to jump across on this moving platform. We'll have to wait until we get all the way across. You got to be patient too. That's the other thing. You're not patient, you're going to be falling down a lot. So here we go. Going across. Now we got another section of this light puzzle. And also I want you to keep in mind that what you're going to see is when you solve a new part of the puzzle, it's going to kind of stop the pillars and platforms from where you were. So just keep that in mind. Those will cease to work, and you really got to pay attention, because if you don't, you're going to end up, like falling by accident or messing up somehow. And if you mess up, you're going to have to find a lit path that has like a kind of ladder that'll lead to the next section. And of course we know falling here is dangerous because we're not in Svartalheim, so you can get seriously injured. So there we go. Now the next thing we want to do is we want to get this to hit that sconce. And that'll activate. It's kind of weird how I'm hitting it on one side and it's just doing that. That's so strange. Okay, here we go. So now we'll get more platforms moving. Hop on this one. And we're going to hop across. These things that you see me grabbing, they all have arrows. So I'm pretty sure you're not going to run out of arrows. But just in case, you want to be like really careful. Now this, if you get stuck here, you see how the platform is stuck, and I have no way of like attacking it. There's nothing to worry about from that perspective. You could jump over here, hit that, there we go. Now it activates that. And now we could jump across to that platform over there. It's going to be stationary. And we're going to hit this a couple of times. Turn it around so it hits that other one over there. Jump back across. And now it's hitting this right here. So we're going to hit it again. And we're going to have it face, towards the grate where we are standing. So there we go. Now that's going down that way. We'll get on this platform, because once we hit it the correct way, it's going to start moving. And there we go. So now we're moving again. We'll jump across here. And now we'll jump across here as well. Again, be patient. Don't just fall. There we go. So now we'll push this all the way and onto that platform there. Trust me, we're going to need that at some point. Now you can't reach that there, not yet. Going to come this way. We're going to hit this. It's going to aim back up. And from where it is up there, I'm going to hit it one more time. And again. And again. It's going to come through the grate. There we go. Hit that. Now the smart thing to do will be to like hop up on this thing. And then shoot at that. Again. It'll hit that there. That's not working. We'll hit this. Well, that's strange. Maybe it has to go down first? Huh. Wait a minute. That should actually be... It should actually hit something up there. That's so weird. Looks like it's being blocked somehow. Oh, look at this. I fell. I tried to roll in there. So that was good. Now the thing is to get back up to where I was. I've got to go and find... There will be a wall that's kind of lit up. We got to find that. Moving all these things around is not going to help. This is, it's not going to solve anything. Let me get down there and see where the next lit up. There we go. So that's what we're looking for. We're looking for this over here. We're going to jump up here. We're going to keep climbing so we get all the way up. And now I'll hop over here. From here, what we'll do is we'll alter this up a little bit so that way we get everything moving and we could get to where we were supposed to be. Get up top here. Alright, I'll hit this again. There we go, it hits that. That's hitting that. Hit this sconce real quick. And now that thing is going up. And I don't think it's going to come down. So we're going to have to hit that one that I just hit another time. So that way it'll drop that platform down again. And we'll be able to go back up. So there we go. Here it is coming down. Now we'll go up by hitting this again. There we go. And we're up top. So now we'll pull this here. And then what we want to do is push it to the other side there. And now is when we'll start messing with this thing. There we go. So now it's hitting up there. Yep, it actually is hitting the spot it's supposed to be. And we're good. So now from here we'll push this to the edge. We obviously are not pushing it onto any platforms. But we'll leap around now. Ah, there we go. That's why I wasn't hitting that directly. So now we'll hit that. There it is. So now we have other platforms moving. And we're going and we're just being very careful. Here we go. We're being extremely careful. So now our mission is to like jump across all of these platforms, get to the next area. There is a lot of area to cover here, trust me. Okay. So now, I feel like I'm not even supposed to be hitting these. Especially since it won't stay still. We hit that. And that's not going anywhere. Neither is that. Ah, see, I was supposed to hit the top. That's what it is. Okay. Yeah, there's a lot of... I'm telling you, even though I did all this and whatnot, there's a lot of trial and error involved in this. It's so wild. Okay, so here we go. Now here is where I'm supposed to hit the one that's above, the one that it's hitting right now. And then it should come over here somewhere. And then I'll take it from there. So, almost. Hold on. I gotta go back over that way. Let's see, we'll move this one. So that's gonna hit that. This one is gonna hit that one. See what I mean? Working backwards sometimes. Now we'll jump on that platform. And we're gonna hit that one that's up there. There we go. So now we got it going. So now we'll jump on that other platform that is moving now. And we'll go across. I'm telling you, there's a lot of work to put into doing this. A lot of work. There we go. So now we're over here. We'll move it along. Jump over to this side. Now this is where we're trying to get this thing to open. So now what we're going to have to do is, let's see, this one is going to actually aim at the top there. So we're going to hit this. There we go. It's going to aim up to that one there. And now we're going to look across. And that one is now going to come over this way. As soon as that platform gets out of our way. Let's go. Come on, move out of the way now. There we are. Bang, bang. And it's open. So now we're going to go here. We're going to pull the lever. We're going to get another orb, which we're going to need. That's going to be our third one. Here we go. We're going to put it here. And then we're going to flip this switch and run back onto the platform. There we go. Run onto the platform. And we'll pick up our orb and we'll just wait. It's going to go all the way back down instead of having to, you know, like parkour this whole area that we just went through.
Prior to its completion, we were short-sighted in our planning and blind to the power of politics.
And then we're just going to run back. I'm going to bring this back to that room that I showed you because that is basically going to be the last thing. And here we go. We're going to jump up this way, jump up here. There we go. That way we avoid all that stuff. And now we're going to make another hard right. There we go. And place it right on this pedestal. And now we're going to aim for the door that has 3 of these things. And we're going to go back and we're going to move all these around so that they're all aiming that way. I'm telling you, lots of back and forth. And now, speaking of which, when we get the 4th orb, that orb we're going to use to open up the 4th door, which will be the final door. So here we are. We've got one more door to open, so we're going to need another one of these orbs.
A great catastrophe that would devastate many lands. Not just this one.
Sounds like Ragnarok.
I lack that reference. It was the end of an
I wonder if Ragnarok was actually kind of dealing with this. Now this, you have a laser, you can see nothing is affected. This is one of those rooms where you have to really look to see what's where. So we're gonna, oh, my ammo is full. Nothing up there. Look around, use all your resources, nothing back there. But you'll see there's a window up here. And we'll take that out. And now we're able to aim right there. I can't believe that arrow even hit whatever causes that thing to spin. Now this one is going to be another one of those things where we're going to have all kinds of dumb issues. I really hate these light puzzles. No, it's not going to hit there. There's a grate below us. That's what it's going to hit. So we'll hit it one more time. There we go. This one is actually, believe it or not, way less complicated than a lot of the other ones that we've been dealing with. Now, here's the crazy part. We're going to pull this so that it hits that. And we're going to be careful. Now, kind of work your way around these beams, just like all the other mazes that we've slid down. And we're going to get down here. Now here, there's going to be 2 different spots. I'm not even going to look for this, for the powder keg. I'm just going to blow that thing up. There's going to be 2 different spots that have lights that we're going to have to kind of like work through. There we go. And this, obviously, we're going to turn around. We're going to follow this light. It's in there. We've got to get in there. So this pillar right here, we don't push. We're going to pull out. And we're going to move to the side. Either side, does not matter. There we go. Going to get in here. And in order to like actually see what's up with that, I'm going to have to come up here. Going to blast this. There's the second laser we're going to be working with. And we'll get to that in a minute. But over here, we're going to move this out of the way. There we go. So now that's going to hit that. Nothing up there. So we're going to hit this. That's not the right way. We got to get it to turn around. There we go. Now it's going out there. We're going to go out there and chase after the light. See what it's got. Looks like there's nothing over here that affects it. It is going to be this right here. So we're going to push this back. There we go. Still not hitting the mark. So we're going to slide it over. There we go. So now it's hitting the mark. We'll follow it just to see. Yep, so now we need to go get the other light. which is going to be at the top here. Going to get some arrows first. And now comes the part. This actually confused me for a little bit. What we're going to do is that pillar that we moved, we're going to move that. I'm just going to fast forward through this because it's kind of crazy. Like, I kept trying to leap over from one side to the other side where that thing was. And really, the obvious solution was to grab the pillar that was nearby, that we moved out of the way in order to get this light going through. And I'm just going to jump off that. I'm going to bring this right here around the midpoint. I'm going to climb on top of it. I'm going to leap across. And then we're going to do our thing here. And then we're going to move that thing back out of the way. So there we go. We got it where it needs to be aimed. We'll get down here because this is ruining this whole path. We'll push it forward and move it to the side again. And this is reactive. Now from there, we'll climb up here. We'll follow the light again because you want to see where it's going. Okay, so it's hitting there. And it is hitting nothing over here, so we're going to hit that. We're going to hit it again. And we're going to go on the other side because, as you can see, it looks like it's hitting a rock wall. Well, again, we want to make sure that it is hitting something correctly. We're going to go through here. We could see that there is no light. But if you look up there, it's being blocked. So there we go. Now we've got that. That's going up. Obviously, that's the wrong direction. This is, again, not hitting anything. It's got to hit that. So we'll do this. Then we'll grab this, put it in the path, and have it aim right over there. There we go. So now this door opens. It's weird how that's opening almost like claymation. I don't know what's going on with Ubisoft. But anyway, we're able to get the orb from here. We're going to go and interact with this switch. The orb comes up. We'll grab it. And now we'll run in the direction of the open door. There it is. So we're going to go this way. Then we're going to hop up here. Just remember that you can hop with this thing. There we go. Now here we can't climb this rock wall. You'll slip. You'll drop the orb. You're going to climb up this thing that's next to it. There we go. And now we'll continue our journey. Go up. Now here again, we're going to put the orb down. We're going to flip this switch, and then we're going to get onto the elevator. Now for some reason, I wasn't quick enough to get onto the elevator and pick this thing up. So you see I look like I'm twerking kind of. We'll wait until we get up top, and then I'll be able to pick it up.
When the project was shut down, the station was cut off.
So weird.
And to what end did your leaders then turn their godly powers?
Again, that answer lies outside.
There you go. We'll grab that. We'll run across here.
But it may
We don't need to flip that switch. And now we'll make another hard right, and we'll get up here. And we'll put the orb in its resting spot. So now we're going to aim for the door that has the 4 lights. Alright, and we're going to go back and we're going to move every single one of these light beams to the 4th door. This is the final door. We're almost done here. And upon doing this, this will complete the... once we finish what we have to do in there, it's going to be another light puzzle. This will complete everything. This will complete the entire Tombs of the Fallen. And you'll be able to get your achievement or trophy. There we go. Now, that being said that this is where we're going to complete it, this is also going to be the zone that gives us the most problems as far as light puzzles go.
To possess the
This conversation was interesting though. Listen to this.
Hilda bore her anger all the way to the High Council. Her failure to return suggests an unsatisfying end to her petition.
My goal is within sight.
Yes. You need but reach that pedestal to attain the key to this
So
station.
this puzzle is another
I
four-parter.
suspect it won't be so simple.
I just showed you that you aim for that thing there. It'll raise these columns and it'll have these things move. So the safest way to do this is to jump up like this and then jump onto the next platform. You could jump diagonally if you so choose. There is a way of doing it. But remember, at any point that you die here, that you fall to your doom, you will reset at the outside of this spot. So that's going to suck. Anyway, continuing here, we're going to wait for the laser beams. I still maintain, I feel like it's part of like a Mega Man video game. That's how you feel like as you're jumping through all these laser beams and stuff. So we're going to hit this orb. This orb obviously is not focusing the right way. So we're going to take this and we're going to aim down that way. But for some reason, you know, like I tried aiming at all these other places. I'll show you what's going on. See, that's not the way to go. I'll show you. You're going to jump over here. We're going to jump down there. We're going to move this pillar all the way to the wall there. And now we're going to climb back up there because this pillar is what we're trying to hit. And this pillar is not supposed to be hitting any of these things. It's actually going to hit a pillar that's above us, but I'll show you. Or the orb at least. So here we go. We're going to adjust this one. This one's going to aim at the one we just cleared. There we go. Now we're going to climb back up this thing here. And as you can clearly see, that's not where it's supposed to be. It's not supposed to be aiming at anything really. That is the direction that's supposed to go. But as you can see on the pillar I'm standing towards the left, there is another thing there. So that's what it's supposed to aim to. So we'll get down. That was a very bold move on my part. I'll hit that there. And that's hitting another sconce in a moment as soon as we adjust it. Yeah, this thing shoots an annoying laser beam every so often. You'll see that beam circling around. Oh, that was dumb. I could have just fell to my death right there. There we go. So that's the second part. That'll start raising an all new set of pillars and whatnot. So we're going to wait up here for the floating platform to come to us. Land there. How did Eivor see all this crap and not freak out? Not be like, oh my goodness. By Odin's beard, what is this? There we go. Go right across. And we will climb. This is another spot where it's going to be... This is where it kind of gets dicey, honestly. And don't worry, y'all, we're almost done. Once we complete this whole puzzle, we're good. Alright, so this, we're going to aim for that window. Even though there's nothing there as of yet. We're going to move something there. So this one is a little tricky. We're going to wait for that fire beam to stop. Now we're going to take this. We're going to move it. Going to wait for the beam. Move it. And now this is going to be kind of like a maze. And this maze, we're going to be very careful. So here we go. We're going to block this beam. Get on the other side. Move this out of the way. Alright. We'll move it again. Move it towards this beam. Get on the other side of it. And then we'll push this. Now we'll get on the other side of it again. We'll grab it, pull it towards us, move it over towards the side here, keep going this way. Now here you don't really have to worry about anything. I don't know why I did this. Once you move this here, it can't damage you. Neither one of those can damage you. So I should have just kept moving it. There we go. We're going to move this down. We're going to move it towards this way. And then we're going to pull it back. I don't know why the sprite gets stuck on so many things. It's so weird. We're going to jump down here now, and then we're going to aim for that orb. There we go. So now let's follow the light and see what's going on. And as you can see, even though it's not exactly hitting it, we're going to move it forward a little bit. There we go. And now we're going to carefully jump on this pillar, climb up, and now we have to get across. So there's the pillar that we're looking for there, or the platform. So we're going to jump down to this stationary platform, then onto the moving platform. And from here, we're going to jump onto this. And then we're going to look to make our way here. We'll hit that, hit it again, one more time. And now we got to make our way back over there. And then I'm going to show you the most difficult part of this. Honestly, I know that like a lot of this just, you know, I'm not making it look difficult. Trust me, this is very difficult. So, yeah, we're going to have to actually swing across this way and climb up. We just nearly avoided that fire beam that circles every so often. And we got to make sure that that's... There we go. We're moving this way. Gonna hop up. We're safe. So now we have to get the fourth sconce working. I'm telling you, you can do this at like any level. You could do any of the tombs. The most difficult part though is that when you take damage from the traps, it'll be pretty damning damage actually. So here we go. Yeah, you see how like I got like almost half my life taken? Alright, so we're going to aim through this grate here. It's going to light that up over there. We're going to jump over onto that platform. We'll eat this if we can. Jump over to this one. Now we're going to avoid this beam that's coming. We're going to try to grab this and pull it as quickly as possible. And that's going to clear the path to where it's going down there. You'll see that's hitting the wrong way. We're going to shoot this back through the grate. Not that way. There we go. So now from here, you see that that's blocking. We're going to jump down there. We're going to actually aim for the pillar here. And then once we aim for this pillar, I'm going to jump down here. Now, what I want to do is I want to safely move this stuff out of the way. Hold on. We're going to aim right there for the final sconce. And I foolishly am on the other side here. I should have moved that thing. There we go. Just move it quickly. Move that to the side. And there we go. That finally opens it up. And this is going to be the end. You will receive a brand new item. And then you will escape. So I'll show you the escape. I'll let you see the end cutscenes. And just let me know what you think. I will have this in a playlist. I have a specific playlist for all of the Tombs of the Fallen, starting with the very first ones. And you're more than welcome to check those out to find all of the items, all of the artifacts and whatnot that you'll need in order to get here. All right? Anyway, enjoy the rest of the video. I do hope you enjoyed it. Please, by all means, make sure you like and subscribe. It helps this channel out an awful lot. As always, I want to thank each and every one of you for watching. And until next time, take care, be good, stay safe, take care of each other. See you all in the next one.
What is it? Some kind of weapon?
More of a tool, but it has been used in defense of this facility. As its legend grew, people took to calling it the Blazing Sword, ignoring its more practical functions.
How long did it take your people to build this place?
We were aware of the threat for several of your centuries. The project was plagued with delays, and in the end, we grew complacent.
Fortunately, we don't have that luxury of time. What must I do?
Draw it from the pedestal. Once released, the blade will absorb the station's power and trigger the shutdown sequence.
If the fates have led me here, I must take hold of my destiny.
Well done, Neutron. You are a most effective piece of engineering.
A most impressive tool, Spirit.